This is the major New York City landmark that many tourists and locals alike don't really notice. The Manhattan Municipal Building. It is truly magnificent Beaux-Arts architecture. It was designed by McKin, Mead, and White, who were one of the more prolific architects of the City Beautiful movement of New York when they wanted to make these grand buildings inspired by classical architecture from ancient Greece and ancient Rome. At one point, one of the largest governmental office buildings in the entire nation. Let's take a look inside and learn a little bit more about its history. This is the office of the Manhattan Borough President, Mark Levine, currently. This is a gigantic chair. Oh, wow. It's comfy.
So in the 1930s, WNYC, New York City's municipal radio station, had its offices and studios on the 25th floor of the municipal building. And during the 1930s, the federal government ran a project to get artists back to work. Those artists' murals were on display in the studios of WNYC Radio. Here's the one that remains by Louis Shanker. It's important to remember that when a building like this went up, it was at the cutting edge of modernity. And this building, the Muni building, had an integrated mail system. So you could drop a letter in a slot, it would go all the way down to the basement and then sorted and distributed from there. Now, it's an example of classic municipal architecture from an era when people thought that good architecture could inspire good governance and good citizenship.
Wow.
Thank you so much, John.
Wow.
Oh my God, we can see all of New York.
Yeah, isn't it amazing?
That is amazing. Yeah, you can see all the 5 boroughs.
It's 5 boroughs.
It's so windy up here. Oh my God. But the best way to see New York City. I mean, look at these views.
I mean, the building that was its companion, if you will, over there.
It's windy all over.
It's windy all over. I mean, there's the Woolworth building. At the time this went up, that was people's idea of a great skyscraper. But that has changed. There are many more high buildings here now, some of them not as distinguished as the municipal building or the Woolworth building. I mean, we can see up to the Bronx, we can see up to Midtown Manhattan, we can see out into Brooklyn and Queens.
Right.
If you'd come up here in 1914, you would see none of these big tall buildings around you.
Right.
The Brooklyn Bridge would have been monumental, and it wouldn't have been that old, right? It went up in the 1880s. Look at all that housing that went in the mid-20th century. Those are classic public housing structures. They replaced tenements that would have been down there.
Coming back here in 1914 and really being mesmerized by how the city has grown from its consolidation in 1898, becoming the greater city of New York of 5 boroughs. Stay curious, my friends. All right, cool. Thank you so much.